shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. On the visiting sideline, Bills and their head coach. These guys playing good football the last month plus. They are 4-2 in their last 6. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And away we go from East Rutherford. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
And the Bills, first down.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Took off with it again. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Bills. First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills first down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down, Bills.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Looking to throw here. Steps up and he's running with it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown to interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It can lead to an awful lot of errors.
He's set to go now from the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Jets, first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got about 9 on that run partner down inside the 30.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards. I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. He's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, on the end zone as a result.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Bills and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Harris once more. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Bills 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And gain 11 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
4 yards on the pickup.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 14.
They'll work against the blitz. Looking for an open man. Brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Third down, 1 yard to go.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
Guy plays straight ahead. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Goal to go, they're passing. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Setting up to throw. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills break the tie here in the 1st. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
A gain of a yard.
On the gun, it's May. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
At the 37-yard line.
Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. More from MetLife coming right up. About to begin the 2nd here, the Bills definitely thinking points. Out of the pistol. What a hit! And the ball's loose! But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
3rd and long for him here. And he has the touchdown through what offensive pass interference, so I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach, but yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. He's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Carried by Harris here, start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
16 yards. That's good for the Bills. First down.
Working now from the gun. Runs complete over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15. And the Bills first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds the in route complete. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and
They are throwing it again. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
complete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Throw here, 3rd down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On 1st down, they'll run. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
28-yard line.
May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. 2nd and 3 now.
Number 88. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. So first down from the 41. Operating from the gun, here's May. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Nick Martin picks it off. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They're going to start just inside of enemy territory following that pick. 1st and 10 now from the 46. They're going play action. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown. The Jets make it a 1-score game in the first half. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jets 14.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bills have a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. A give now from the gun. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We send a man in motion.
3-yard line.
2nd down pass play coming. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Jets going to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The Jets back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Here's May on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a run here from the gun. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and
May now. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Rolling from the gun here. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Setting him on the dive. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. The Jets take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Bills with a punt team out there. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now here comes the New York offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
2nd down, looking for options. It is caught left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets earn the chance to tie before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Harris gets it on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. They put a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and 4.
Third down run with Harris. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Shoots away from one. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's made in the air. Completed left side to Thomas. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First down, man. Dumps off to his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Quick throw completed by May. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
He was looking for Arian Smith. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Jets returning their offense and this running back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll run here on first down. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Running right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
May not have throw on 3rd. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
First down, play action. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He's out of bounds right off the line of scrimmage.
They'll work against the blitz. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Fights his way through a tackle. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The Jets and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, here's May. Here's a screen for Tutu. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. And they get to him again. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit. And they're going to get out there to check on him. Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He dodged the tackle. Jukes another one. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Jets back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Here's May on 1st and 10. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Tootin gets it from the gun. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
May now from the gun. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. We've set it downs from 37.
That's good for Jets.
First down throw for May. He's throwing deep to the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
On net, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Third and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Yeah, he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. They go play action on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Here's the backup. 1st throw. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets offense now set to take over. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. We walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared.
And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Got a man. It's Thomas. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up third down.
May now, 3rd and 2. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44.
To the air on first down. May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
That's good for the Jets.
Hand off to Newton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go again here with Newton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down.
Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Here's May. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. May now on 3rd down. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
49-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll start with a give to Harris. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
throw here, third down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, it's smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Lofts it, deep right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their game was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The toss play to Tootin. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. Here's the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. We've got a screen to the running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So the back does the work that time. Brock taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
What's there to tack on the extra point? And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
Jets 38. Bills 21.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
14 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 14. And the Bills first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Avoids a defender, we've got a foot race. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright.
Rory on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
They're throwing it. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
And the Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Najee Harris, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead down to 10. Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Jets and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. First down from the 42. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. On the give, it's Tootin. He is down to the 30-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. So first and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Here with Tootin. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now it's Tootin. They only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he hits a wall, stumps at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
Will
Lutz on to attempt the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Makes that kick. Well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
12 yards. That's good for a Bills. First down.
Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense is hurrying. Time running down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
And he spikes it to start the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Pass play now. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Looking to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bills.
And they clock it 22 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He's dropping back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing now. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets fourth down. You know, only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And he gets it on the design keeper. So the win goes to the Jets. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for Brock Ewart and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.